Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Hi, welcome to the first edition of the Jungle News. I'm Connor Smith.
And I'm Olivia Milliron. A FFA food science contest took place on November 6th, hosted by Graham. One of the West Liberty Salem teams placed first out of 22 other teams, leading them to move on to the sub-district contest. The WLS team placed first again during the competition on November 13th.
West Liberty Salem administration hosted an official dedication of the new building on November 27th at the new main entrance. The ribbon cutting was performed by current school board members. Mr. Hissong, the district superintendent, thanked all those who helped contribute to the renovation of over 60,000 square feet of the building. The project was started in 2013 with the pass of the bond levy and added 23,000 square feet of learning space.
We have a new site layout. One of the biggest things that popped out and one of the hardest things we worked on was our school site. One of the most difficult items that we had as far as student flow and safety for our families and students who were coming to school was our student site layout.
Liv, did you go to any of the fall sports games?
Yeah, I went to most. I would have went to more, but I could never find my keys.
Because brand new whip got no keys. Disregarding Olivia's poor attendance to some of the fall sports games, most of the teams had successful seasons earning OHC titles. Here's Corinne, Devin, and Ashlyn with their stories.
The West Liberty Salem High School football team and cheerleaders of 2018 to 2019 had an overall good fall season. The football team will be saying goodbye to 6 seniors this year, while the cheerleading squad says goodbye to 1, making way for new leadership in the following years. The football team had a final score of 7 wins, the most memorable being Fairbanks, and 3 losses, the most disappointing being Mechanicsburg. Though they didn't make their goals, Dominic Blair has kept a positive outlook for the team's future. The football team welcomed a familiar face as a new coach this year. Deputy J fit right in as the team felt he brought energy and knowledge to the boys for the season. With a new influence on the team this year, Eli McGill felt the season was successful.
I think the season went pretty well. We had some young guys that hadn't played a lot of varsity in the past, stepped up, and we worked pretty well as a team, and I thought it was a pretty good season.
The cheerleading squad had a good season this year with more energy and dances for the home game crowds. The group feels they can improve on organization and getting routines together, but junior Maddie Long is proud of the team's accomplishments in getting the crowd involved. This has been Ashlyn Parks reporting for the Jungle News.
The golf, boys soccer, and girls soccer teams finished with mixed results this year. While the golf team struggled, the boys soccer team tied second for OHC, and girls won the OHC title and were district runner-ups. The golf team had several ups and downs this season, with a young team of 6 members and no seniors. Overall, they ended the season with a 1-12 record and having their only win against Greenon. Sophomore Garrett Parra has an opinion on what the team needs to do to improve.
Just working on our game overall, shaving off strokes.
Even though they had a rocky season, the golf team is ready for the upcoming years. The boys soccer team finished with an overall record of 13-3-1 this year. Starting the season off strong with an 11-game streak, the leading scorers for the Tigers were Ian Wolf with a number of 26 goals and Jacob Van Horn second with 14 goals. The freshman Logan Saylor had a total of 68 saves to end the season. Senior Jacob Van Horn notes a standout moment for the team.
I'd say it was probably beating Catholic Central. That was pretty big for us because they've always been a conference rival. So,
with this positive season, the next few years are looking promising for the program. The girls soccer team had a successful season this year, ending with a record of 14-4-1 and bringing home a conference title. Leading scorers for the Lady Tigers include Gabby Holler and Emily Holler. Senior Addie Johnson reflects on the team's biggest accomplishments this year.
Being district runner-ups. Last year we won district, so we were a little disappointed, but it was still a really big accomplishment with our team since we had a lot of new players and most of us had not played varsity before.
Now that the fall sports are finished with, we will be watching the winter sports with excitement. This is Corinne King reporting for the Jungle News.
Are you struggling to do simple activities? Okay. Are you 6'4" and suffering from the case of the white boy hops? You need Sporterade! Side effects of AIDS: loss of left toe, death, hair loss, zombification, common cold, and hemorrhoids.
Show choir had their holiday performances on November 30th and December 1st. They rehearsed since June under the direction of Mr. Henry. Show choir, also known as Soundcheck, is an extracurricular activity open for all high school students.
The blood drive that was previously set to take place on November 15, 2018 has been postponed to February 1, 2019 due to the cancellation of school on the original date. Mrs. Neer, the advisor of NHS at West Liberty Salem, is overseeing the blood drive. The original time set from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. will stay the same, along with the set appointment times. So, Connor, what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to Tupac and Michael Jackson, bro.
Hey, a nice mix. Those are some bangers.
Yeah, you know it, dog.
Speaking of bangers, the WLS Marching Band played some hit songs this year, such as The Greatest Show, Any Way You Want It, and Crazy Train. Here's Addie with the story.
The West Liberty Salem Mighty Fighting Tiger Marching Band and Auxiliary had a successful year performing at football games and festivals during the 2018 season. Practices during 7th period and after school prepared the band and auxiliary for their halftime shows. The band performed The Greatest Show throughout the first half of the season. Senior Field Commander Haley Clifford believed that this show was the most successful.
We had a couple really good shows. Like our first one I still think was one of our best ones. We performed like The Greatest Show and then Grease Lightning. And that was personally my favorite show.
Besides football games, other performances included the Champaign County Fair, festivals at Graham and North Union, and parades. Freshman Madison Casto enjoyed her first year of marching band and believed the upperclassmen played a large role in the positive atmosphere.
I'm looking forward to the new freshmen that will be coming in and being able to teach them and giving them such an inviting environment that I had this year.
The flag members and majorettes performed their routines in time with the band's music. Songs like Crazy Train, I Dreamed a Dream, and Any Way You Want It included fun, intricate routines. This year, 6 of the 14 girls in auxiliary were new members. Senior flag member Era Sandy believed that the new members learned quickly.
The new girls really picked up all of the new routines and everything. We had half the squad be new girls, so I was really impressed with how well they did and how well they picked up everything.
Overall, the marching band and auxiliary performed at 2 festivals, 3 parades, and 10 football games this year. This has been Addie Johnson reporting for the Jungle News.
Apologize to Miss Mail for saying sloppy in her class all the time and getting in trouble for it every day. You know, it's kind of sloppy times.
I'd like to apologize to all my teachers for never paying attention and always being late.
I'd like to apologize to Miss Peterson for stapling my arm.
Sorry for leaving school. Sorry for failing my classes.
Not doing any of my homework ever. I always thought homework was overrated. And I would try to do it in the class before or in the waking minutes of having to turn it in. But my statistics teacher in high school never put up with that, and he'd always flick me in the ear
I'm sorry for stealing some go-karts one time.
I'm sorry Thad punched me in the mouth.
I'm sorry I punched Tom in the mouth.
I'm sorry for everything. Nah.
Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
The fire that started on November 8th and swept across California has been contained. The death toll increased every day along with the thousands missing. There is reasonable suspicion that the two power companies, Pacific Gas and Electric in Southern California, Edison, are to blame.
A new program called ROCKS has made its way to West Liberty Salem for the 2018-2019 school year. This research-driven program, led by Ms. Haney, is for teenage girls from the ages 12 to 18. These meetings are held every Wednesday and they revolve around a variety of topics such as relationships and friendships. One of the meetings included a self-defense class held on November 15th.
Olivia, you missed out on a pretty rocking homecoming.
Yeah, I was upset I couldn't go, but I didn't want to miss out the chance to go to Hawaii.
I don't blame you. It was pretty lit this year, though. The music could have been better, but you know, I was still tearing it up on the dance floor.
Really? I think I should hear more. Here's Dominic with the story.
The West Liberty Salem Homecoming of 2018 was one for the books. All kinds of students came out this year and enjoyed festivities like the pep rally, parade, and football game. Students had a good time at the dance, however some students, like Andrew Stoner, said certain improvements to the music could have been made.
It could have been better. There's a few songs that, couldn't really get groovy to.
The 2018-19 homecoming court included Queen candidates Hallie Strapp, Addie Johnson, Era Sandy, and Rachel McGill, with Gabby Holler winning Queen. Gabby had a good time with her friends, and she really enjoyed the homecoming court experience.
Probably the homecoming game, just getting dressed up and driving around in the cool cars.
Also included in the court were King candidates Thaddeus Lawrence, Dominic Blair, Connor Smith, and Oliver McGuire, with Caden Whitman winning the title of King. Caden enjoyed making new friends and meeting new people during the festivities.
It was awesome. I had so much fun through. From not expecting anything to happen to everything happening, it was amazing. So I had a lot of fun throughout the entire week.
Shortly after students arrived at the dance, court members and their escorts were announced. Following this, the court danced to the song Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Other songs played at the dance were Bodak Yellow, Cotton Eye Joe, Footloose, and the Cupid Shuffle. Overall, students really enjoyed their homecoming experience. Following the pep rally, the football team defeated Catholic Central 63-0 Friday night. The dance followed Saturday night. This has been Dominic Clare reporting for the Jungle News.
At Christmas time, there are many scary things to see. Images that will haunt your dreams into waking nightmare. And there's only one place where you won't see any of this.
Your yearbook! Pick one up today!
On November 8th, 2018, 28-year-old former Marine Ian David Long shot and killed 12 people, including a college student and a law enforcement officer. This took place at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, California. There is no known cause as to why Long targeted this specific bar.
On November 11th, 2018, an armistice ceremony was held in Paris, France to mark the 100th anniversary of World War I's end. It was also held to honor the millions of soldiers that lost their life in the conflict. There were 71 world leaders in total that attended this ceremony. Connor, have you ever considered acting?
No, but I've considered comedy. Want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why do we tell actors to break a leg?
Why?
Because all plays need a cast.
Not bad, but I bet some of the actors here could come up with some better jokes.
No, I'm the best. They can stick with their acting careers. Here's Jordan with the stories.
On November 8th and 10th, the West Liberty Salem Drama Club presented Arsenic and Old Lace in the high school cafetorium. This year's annual play consisted of 14 cast members. Some of the main members were Lauren Fowler, who played Abby, which is the lead, Anna Loudon, who played Martha, and Caden Whitman, who played Mortimer. Lauren has been in 2 productions, Anna has been in 20 productions, and this is Caden's first production. Arsenic and Old Lace was about 2 ants that murder people by putting the arsenic in their wine, thinking they were doing people a favor. Jason Council, who played Jonathan, the evil nephew of the 2 ants, thought the play was one of the best yet.
It was something different, usually we do something more modern, something that everybody knows, like, Narnia, and Once Upon a Pandora's Box was, like, a little less known, but this one, it's a classic, and I thought it was really cool.
Director Mrs. Arnold thought the play was overall a success. Also helping out with the production were 7 crew members, and Senior Sarah Painter was the student director.
It was very student-led, and the students did a great job from managing props to learning their lines to all the behind scenes with a new student director.
The cast and crew practiced since the beginning of October. Due to the long practice, the drama club saw a great turnout in the audience. In attendance, Junior Bianca Reams thought the play was very well directed and even had a favorite actress.
Angeline Allison. I don't know, I just think she's the cutest, and I told her that I was going to come for her and bring her flowers.
Thanks for tuning in to the first edition of the Jungle News. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Connor. So, Olivia, what are you going to do over Christmas break?
I'm going to go look for my keys.
Hi, welcome to the first edition of the Jungle... Well, yeah! All right. Don't smile, Connor. That's tough.
No, it's not creepy at all.
You ready?
That's a long one. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's
you see that? The fire that started on November 8th. I keep missing a line. It's bad. All right, I think I need my spectacles.
That was good.